winds howling.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to the Witcher 3 next gen full presentation. It's about 30 minutes, so hopefully you can get a lot of things. So my history with Witcher 3, I have played the game only once. I think I played it in 2017 and I got the bad ending, which made me very sad, and I dropped the game and never played the DLC. And I wanted to go back into it, but I heard that the new next gen upgrade is going to be coming soon, so I never went back to it. So I'm really excited for this. As for the things I would like to see, I remember Geralt walks like a tank. Hopefully they have fixed the walking animation. It always felt like there was no transition between, slow walk and the fast walk, so it was always awkward. One of the things I never liked about the combat was always switching to like the radial wheel. It always slowed the combat, but I don't think they're gonna do anything about that because it's a big thing. I'm not expecting like super gameplay changes, but I am expecting like a lot of texture and visual upgrades. They've already said they're working with some mods. The HD rework, the most famous mod, they probably have included that. I'm excited to see if they mention it. Other than that, the game was pretty good. I also don't want to see the same faces of the NPCs. Witcher 3 was littered with the same faces all around, and maybe work the AI a little bit. Few things. Of course, ray tracing is gonna be there. So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? Alright, I am going to be talking between the presentation. I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna talk because this video is pretty long, and if I just react to it and I don't talk about it, it's gonna be even longer. So yeah, keep that in mind. But I am listening. I am going to turn on the subtitles.
Talking about some Witcher 3 next-gen updates.
Let's go!
With me, I have amazing guests. I have my partner in crime, Alicja Kozera.
Hey guys.
I have
Hello.
acting narrative director, Philip Weber.
Hello.
And Charles Tremblay, our engineering director.
Hello.
Hello.
It's nice to be able to talk about The Witcher finally.
Yes, finally. I mean, we've been, quite busy with preparing the update, with making sure everything is on
That's
point.
good.
So it's time that we can actually show you guys the gameplay. We can talk about those things in details and, to be proud even more than we are right now, right? Okay.
I love the set design. It's very
so
cool.
Yeah, we have a lot of cool things to talk about today, but I think I want to start with mentioning that the update is free.
Yes.
You can get the game. So, prepare your PCs, your consoles, very comfortable chairs and sofas, get yourself some drinks for, the Witcher 3
Cozy.
session.
That is something
Yes.
that is very commendable.
Book some time off
That is
work.
free. And after
And do it
Cyberpunk,
on 14th of December.
it makes sense.
The release is December 14th.
Yes.
And yeah, okay, let's dive in to the
Let's go.
cool things.
Let's go.
Okay, so the first thing I think
Ooh,
we should
okay.
mention is the ray tracing.
Yeah,
Okay, first pause. A lot of foliage changes. I see the foliage is very, very dense. I have always gone back, because I said I wanted to play the game. I've always gone back to it, and I've played the White Orchard area a lot of times, but I never went, more than that. So I can see a lot of changes. Maybe the black fog coming out of that area, that is new. I've never seen that. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, for now, the pebbles on the road, they look to be more tessellation, less parallax.
that's the next gen feature.
Looks good.
Yes, so for the PC we have the ray trace global illumination.
Hmm.
So the visual fidelity is amazing. It replaced the old PBR that we had. We also have the ambient occlusion, the ray tracing ambient occlusion again.
There seems to be no inclusion around the rocks, the little rocks on the road. You see that? That looks kind of bad, but I don't know. I don't see any occlusion there.
Really good. But we have other stuff. We have, of course, we integrated the FSR2 and we have the DLSS. We have also dynamic resolution scaling. And we have also a very nice new SSR, screen space reflection, because before it was only for the water, but now it's for everything.
I do want to see what the water looks like.
It will.
Oh, shiny
awesome.
armor! I can feel
Yes.
that.
Yeah, the thing is, the armors and stuff always look great in The Witcher, which I've noticed. They put a lot of work into the, like, on PC, the all armor textures look really good. It's only when you go outside and some monsters textures, they looked really bad. The first introduction to the griffin, when you see the griffin eating, you can really see like the texture is so muddy and the blood looks very plasticky. So I'm hoping they've, fix it around that. I'm pretty sure they did. They just have to, they said they were working with mods, so hopefully the HD rework.
Okay, so
Mod
ray tracing. The game will look even better right now with all those options. But I think we also have one more for PC enthusiasts like me.
Yeah, so we also try to push even further. So we have also new Ultra Plus settings that you can play with. That include, for example, the background characters, grass density, level of details, all those settings we have. It's not a preset, but you can tinker around, play, and see if it's,
What works
if it's
for
good
you.
for your machine, and have fun.
I'm pretty sure everyone in here and on the other side of the screen definitely.
I have a 3070. Hopefully, I can max it out.
We're all gonna.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna try our best, right?
I don't know how much they have pushed.
The game looks amazing. We have super cool, ray tracing options. We have the Ultra Plus settings, and all that combined in photo mode.
Oh. I don't really care about the photo mode, to be honest, but I noticed that they have retained the original, the original vibe, the colors. Even though one of my fears about the ray tracing was, I didn't want it to be, I didn't want it to look super realistic, because usually when you implement ray tracing, everything gets a little desaturated to make it a little more realistic. But they have stuck to the original vision. I can see a lot of orange, pink, purple. I appreciate that.
So now you can showcase the beauty of The Witcher 3 in the photo mode. And we know that you already were taking amazing screenshots from The Witcher 3.
That's a good thing to have.
To give you a little help, so we implemented a photo mode into the game. You have some options to, stop Geralt.
Never been a photo mode guy, but it's a good thing to have.
Maybe give it a little bit of different mood, change the angle, something like that. So yeah, I think you're gonna be able to create some really amazing shots, and really can't wait to see what you do, because we know from Cyberpunk
you can turn up the saturation.
You guys are breathtaking with that.
Wow.
And with The Witcher, I think you can also create something amazing. So can't wait for December 14th.
Actually reference the meme.
Internet's gonna be flooded with screenshots.
Twitter, Witcher everywhere, literally.
Yes.
And I think we have to maybe do that. A photo mode contest.
Oh yes,
on that occasion.
For sure, we do love our photo mode contest. So keep your eyes open for something on The Witcher.
Okay, so photo mode, awesome stuff. But we also have really cool cameras added in this patch.
Cool
I
cameras.
have my favorite one. I'm not gonna spoil it yet, but
I think we already saw the spoiler in the gameplay.
Yeah, we did a little bit, but.
Yeah, so actually it wasn't a planned feature initially, it was more of an experiment. So, how would the game look like if we had the camera a little bit closer, a little bit to the side?
Oh!
And it honestly worked so well. I showed it to many of our gameplay designers.
I like that. I like that.
That we decided to make it a full...
That is the original cam.
So you can choose to have a new alternative camera mode that is much closer to Geralt.
Combat camera distance, horseback camera distance.
So, it works exploring, it works in combat, or when you're riding on roads.
Makes it much more immersive. I like that.
You can actually also choose to have the old camera.
I like that.
So you can combine, when I'm exploring, I want to be really close to Geralt, but when I'm on Roach, I actually want to be far away. So essentially you can mix and match. When I personally play the game now, I choose the alternative new camera all the time. I played The Witcher Wild Hunt many times, so for me it's actually new to play it like this because it makes it feel like a bit of a different game. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first time we were walking in Novigrad with it, we were like, this is great. Like, well, holy hell, we want that.
Yeah, the angles, how you can walk through the crowd. It feels a bit different. I like it.
It looks good.
Yeah, for me, my favorite is
I like
the
that.
first camera. That you can see that friendship between Geralt and Roach is like the
It's much more
dynamic
tight.
duo. So that's gonna
Especially
be my
in
choice
cities, it would
for
look
sure,
really
but
good.
yeah, the camera looks pretty cool, and I think
But-
a lot of people will actually. I actually like it and enjoy playing.
If they fix the NPCs.
Okay, so we covered PC parts. Right now, maybe let's jump to the next gen.
Okay, moving to consoles.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not a next gen update if we don't have two modes. So performance and quality mode for consoles and
30 FPS?
60 and 30 FPS for.
Oh, okay.
Did we add something specific to those mods? Maybe.
Yeah, for the
Hopefully.
for the Series X and PS5, the quality mode we do have also the global
Series X.
illumination, ray trace, the ambient occlusion, of course, and of course the SSR will be there. For the console, we also have the FSR2 integrated, as we did for Cyberpunk. So this is ready to go, and of course dynamic resolution scaling.
It's kind of a bummer though. This game it's getting a little old. It came out in 2016, and I have a small laptop, 14-inch laptop, and it has a 1650 in it, and it can run this game at like ultra settings at 30 FPS, a little bit more than 30 FPS. So considering the hardware in the consoles is more akin to a 2080 Ti, I'm surprised they're still doing 30. I mean, it's fine. I don't even own a console, so it doesn't bother me. But it's 2022. Yeah, I'm not really a 30 FPS guy. I don't know. I believe that there always should be an option in between if you want to go like 1440p, 1440p and 60 FPS, but with ray tracing, not just like 4K ray tracing 30 and then the dynamic resolution at 60. Yeah, no, but I guess everybody does it, so why would they do anything different?
60 FPS and 30 FPS.
Well, and additionally, if you play on your PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X and S, a lot of those other improvements we made, so the general quality settings, higher textures, level of detail, all of that, of course, is also much higher than it used to be on the old gen consoles. So this will also be looking nicer, no matter if you have quality or performance mode.
Yeah, I think it's much closer to the Ultra than before it on console was way lower. So
Yeah.
Nice. So
That makes
it's
sense.
gonna look great.
I mean,
Both on
it already
PCs,
does.
I mean, true. But also there's something specific for PS5 players. This really nice controller.
This area
that
looks
they
kind of
have.
same. I can't really
So
tell.
we added haptic feedback.
The video is at
and,
1080p.
Adaptive triggers.
Adaptive triggers, yes.
Oh, okay.
Do we have
Okay.
anything specific connected to adaptive triggers made?
Well, I mean, I think the thing you noticed.
Oh,
the
we're
most
still
is, of
using
course,
the radial
buttons
wheel,
and
though.
your signs when the sword
Yeah.
hits the enemy or hits
guess.
another sword, you can actually now feel the impact because it's
That's a
done
little
with
bit of a
the
bummer.
sound waves of the actual sound.
I never
So
liked
you do have a bit
going.
more
Yeah,
of a
it just
visceral
stopped the
feeling when you
combat, the
actually
flow
use
of the
this controller.
combat.
So I personally like that one a lot. It's a nice addition that makes the combat feel
That's
a bit,
good.
nicer.
One thing I noticed.
I'll probably
on the
gonna
gameplay
play
that
on
we're
mouse and keyboard though.
showing on the screen is that the Quickcast. That's another feature that I wanna to talk about with you guys.
Quickcast?
So again, similar as the camera, this was an experimental feature.
Excuse
So
me?
as you can tell, lots of the veteran developers or new developers working on this project, they just also wanted to do those cool things. And it's one of those elements that personal shout out to Eero Varendi, one of our designers. He actually worked on this personally as his hobby and then essentially asked, can I try to make a proper version of this in the game? And it essentially means that when you were using signs in the vanilla game, you always went to the radial menu,
Whoa!
scroll down, you choose your sign, and then you cast it.
Really?
And now, both on controller and on keyboard, essentially you do not ever have to go to that radial menu again if you activate that mode. So instead of pressing, let's say, on the controller R2 to cast, you now hold it, and then all the face buttons or L2 become your signs.
I'm listening.
So A is art, L2 is igni. So
Holy
essentially you
fuck!
can just jump around doing your different signs.
That is
however you want
awesome.
without having to pause the game. So it's a bit
Fuck
more of an
yeah.
advanced feature because now you have to use 2 buttons instead of 1.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Essentially. So it is, of course, as with the camera, it's a choice that you can activate.
That is awesome.
And of course, there's also a tutorial for how to use it.
I'm sold.
But
I'm sold.
personally, as someone who played the game a lot,
I am sold.
especially if you have a sign build, I would never want to go back again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The monsters
So
look
we're
much
making,
sharper.
Stein builds, pretty much a default kind of with this setting.
Not a default, but I would say more direct, less, I would say maybe also, it's not annoying to always have to go back to the menu. So now I can just feel.
Is Quen still OP though?
And never have to go out.
Is it still
So I
OP
would say
though?
It's more fun that way.
I can definitely see myself messing up with all the buttons.
It's like
but
wrong
yeah.
combo, wrong sign. But it's fine. It's gonna work.
Oh,
I'm
she
pretty
has a
sure,
Jennifer
you know,
choker.
I'll
That's
get my head
that's cool.
around it. So worry not. We'll see how that works. Okay, we have the quick signs. We have all the additional gameplay features and that we will be talking about. But this is something I wanna mention because we've seen that also on the gameplay. It's the default map. Like I've seen a lot of cool filters right there.
Oh, I see what they're doing.
It's personal.
So we added a new filter. So I can speak from my personal experience. I was one of the people who added all those smuggler caches in Skellige.
Oh, you fuck you, dude.
The way
Oh,
this
there's so
content
many.
is meant is, you find it while exploring the world, and it's nice. I found some cool thing. I can go on, but it's not meant necessarily as a checklist. Oh, you should do all of those.
That was definitely a checklist thing. The moment you go to that board and you pick up all those quests, you're fucking everything is filled with those question marks, and there is no way in hell I'm not going there and I'm checking it out. There's no way. 50
things, and the way the map presented it with all the question marks, I think for some players made it feel like they have to do all of those things. And of course, the map looked very filled with lots of icons. So we added this new filter that essentially hides those question marks from your map and also hides the boat icons from your map, which means the map is much cleaner now, and you can play the game, essentially finding those things naturally, not feeling forced to do all of them. But
decent.
Of course, we also know that there are players who like this. There are players who want to get all the content, who want to make sure that
so
they
just give them a
found
choice.
everything there is to find. So this is only a map filter default. You can also switch over to the filter all, and then you have all of those icons there.
Oh,
so it's not that
so
we're getting
pretty.
rid of it. It's very much
I
that
love
if you prefer
that
to find
they
these things organically. I think this mode
kept the original
I
vision
really love how
with the
with
colors.
all of the features that we're talking about, we
Wow.
give a player a
Wow. Look at it. Those rocks on the road still bug me. There is no occlusion on that. They just look like they're floating, but it looks great. They probably fixed the trees. Remember the trees that used to move a lot? There was a mod for that too. They probably fixed that.
choice.
Yeah.
So yes, this is amazing. They can actually, if you liked what was already there, feel free to keep it.
Yeah, I
If
don't
you want
see
to try
trees
something new,
moving fucking like
try it.
crazy.
Yeah, and that's very
is
much
good.
the idea behind this whole.
I wanna see
Witcher
water,
edition,
though.
Which is, if you really love The Witcher and you know the
Really
game,
wanna
this
see
shouldn't
water.
now feel like a different game. This should be the game that you
Mhm.
love.
Still the same
that you like
amazing
to play.
experience. Yes.
Exactly.
like what
You
it's
know,
saying.
Even with the ray tracing,
Yeah.
it looks like the game in your dreams.
Just
you know,
like I
that
was
you
talking
remember
about.
how it looked like, and when you compare it, the difference is really staggering. But the art style didn't suddenly change.
exactly.
And
Mhm.
it's still true to what it should be. And it's the
That
same
is
with
very
The Witcher.
good.
You can play
That
the
is very
game.
good. You
wanna
can tell they really care about the IP and the game. They don't want to mess with it too much. I can really appreciate
play,
that.
but you can also experiment with some new features.
OG way.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I can still go to Skellige and
And just look for all
look
the
on map and see like where is the map? Okay, okay. You guys mentioned that games from the dream and it looks amazing. I keep saying that because I'm amazed how good it looks. So I know we added some extra adjustments, right, to environment, to like, you know.
Oh, there you go. This scene. Let's make sure we take a look at the griffin.
Can we maybe mention some of them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a lot actually. I think we have a new. All the grass has been improved.
Yeah, I can see that.
Foliage asset has been reworked.
Yeah.
We also
water.
have,
I can't tell.
A lot of environment.
Maybe better meshes. I can see better meshes. The blood still looks very plasticky. I can like see the legs of the horse. It's just what it is, I guess.
Mesh changed, so higher resolution, better textures.
Oh, the griffin looks much more sharper.
For everything. And I think that we also integrated quite a lot of mods, and also on console this time around, not just on PC.
There you go.
So shout out also, I think, for the HD.
Hey!
Integrated.
They talked about it. Let's go.
All the monsters, everything has to be have been.
Yay!
We also increased the budget for the streaming, so of course that means.
Hooray for the modding community!
Of course, higher resolution everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, there were many these little projects where old Witcher veterans that had plans to do something. They now had a chance to I'll quickly install the engine for 2 weeks and I'll make some tweaks. So even small things that by themselves don't feel like a lot, but when all of them come together, it's really nice. So,
Witcher also looks same.
Smoke
Geralt.
come up from villages far in the distance.
Yeah, I noticed that
cobblestones
too.
in Novigrad are not normal maps anymore. They're actually
tessellation.
3D. So all of
3D or
things
parallax?
just
There's a
Missing
difference.
the village now. The village is there.
Yeah, but this is awesome. We also got updates from the dev team, like, oh, look, new grass, check it out. Wow, what a beautiful grass, and new clouds. Wow, they actually, if you look at them side by side, the difference is amazing, even with this one small change.
Yeah, and this is again.
It looks good.
The weather, the clouds, the sky. It's supposed to look like you remember. But a lot of those assets were upgraded, or just similar with the camera, added a bit more variety. So as an example,
I appreciate that.
Weather conditions that weren't there before.
I mean, like, it all sounds like you guys were super busy, and I know you were like even busier than that. But I guess everyone was so happy to jump back to The Witcher, right? To actually give that extra push for one of the best games I've ever played in my life, honestly.
Yeah, I think the whole team was actually quite happy when we discussed about, okay, guys, we need to jump to The Witcher. Yep, let's do it. Let's go back, no worries.
Yeah, and shout out to our production team for letting us do a lot of these things, because some of those fixes were also done kind of illegally by people, people assigned to work on Cyberpunk, sneak in 1 hour. So, usually people are very happy to just quickly jump in and do this cool thing.
Fuck Cyberpunk. You can see how much they love Witcher.
Coming back to our legacy.
Yeah.
Coming back home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Witcher is their legacy.
So we covered some of the gameplay features. Obviously, there will be more minor tweaks, some fixes and whatnot.
Are we going to talk about the NPCs? I don't want to see the same faces. I mean, to be honest, it's not a big deal. The thing is, it was a big deal in Cyberpunk because they said that NPCs are going to be having their own scheduled day and night cycle, and all the promises that you could go anywhere, you could interact with anything, everything is open. So you naturally have an inclination to go up to the NPCs and to talk to them and see if they have something interesting to say. But what they did was just take the AI from Witcher 3 and the NPCs from the Witcher 3 and put them in the Cyberpunk world and just give them a new face and a new model, new coat of paint. But they were still Witcher 3 NPCs, but the thing is, in Witcher 3, it is fine because the overall NPCs, they're not the main part of the game. They're just there as a padding to the incredible side quests and the main quest, more so the side quests. So it's not a big deal if the NPCs are not like tweaked, but I would hope there is a little bit attention given to it. So it just, because now having the camera closer to you, you are even more impervious. You're even more likely to notice the surroundings and the people around you, because for example, in Novigrad or in Oxenford, you're going to be walking around and you're going to be much closer to the camera and you can see their faces clearly. Hopefully I don't see like two same people, like two drunk people, just there, and it just breaks a little bit of immersion. And when you're going to go do a side quest, you did a side quest with one person, and after an hour or so you see the same guy giving you another quest, which it breaks your immersion a little bit. So hopefully they did fix it a little bit. Not a big deal. I'm still waiting for that walk fix. Please tell me you fix it.
Definitely get back to it later. But we also hear our community, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, guys, like forums, Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we read all of that. And it's not only about us as a community team. I'm sure you guys in the dev also go there and check out what our community is requesting, what they're talking about. So we read that, and we actually put some of those stuff to life. So, for example, in this update, we are giving you some additional modes for
that armor is so sexy. What? What?
So if you push the stick very
say it again. Say it again, please.
Walk slow.
Say again.
We are giving you some additional modes for Geralt to walk. So on a controller. So if you push the stick very lightly, he's gonna walk slowly, and if you tap it, he's gonna sprint.
So the boss walk Geralt. I like it. Like he'll be like, I'm the.
There you go. There you go.
It's actually also an option.
It was a big thing. It really was so clunky. I'm happy they're talking about it. I'm all the nitpicks that I've said, they are talking about it, and I'm so happy. I'm really glad that they are, because this was a big thing. Geralt always walked so awkwardly. The turning animation was so awkward, and especially when you're in like close indoors, it's just too awkward. But there you go. Good. And that armor thing, fuck, I need that armor set. That looks so good.
In the vanilla game, you press your A button on the controller to sprint, but also actually lots of.
I'm gonna be looking around for that armor.
On the stick.
On the stick. And this is also something that we don't change by default.
Okay.
But if you want it, you can activate it.
I'm not a press kind of guy.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So other requests also
don't
something
really play
that you
with
probably
controllers.
already saw in the gameplay that we were showing you. You can now scale subtitles. So if you
that's good. Oh, dude, look at that vegetation. Oh my lord, look at that. That looks awesome. That reminds me of Skyrim mods. Ooh, mamma mia.
Or if you want to have an easier experience with the game, you can now make them bigger, make them smaller, whichever you like. It's just something that I think is going to be useful for all of us.
Yeah, I think in my times of 2015 being tech support representative, we've got a lot of requests for scale subtitles, so I'm pretty sure people will.
That's the biggest one? That's the biggest one? I feel like it should be a little more bigger.
But this is one of the requests. But the other thing, I'm pretty sure we want to cover that.
Oh, yeah.
Is the 2 quest fixes.
Two specific quest fixes. Yeah, you guys probably know this quest because comments about that pop up even now.
I don't know.
Please fix that.
Oh, yeah.
And we are fixing that. We are fixing from Ophir's Shore, and the wolf armor hand. So.
Yeah, we tried to do the tricky way of also, if you played the game previously and it actually is broken on your save, when you install the patch, it should actually now also work retroactively. And actually, those are the 2 famous ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Actually
a lot of quality of life changes.
We actually also fixed. So there's a certain
Man, I love the set.
who sometimes didn't like to talk to you, that one should work now. And lots of
Hattori? Is it Hattori?
small issues, like we actually did another QA pass of the game, stutters in cutscenes, small stuff.
I never encountered, if I remember correctly, I don't ever encountered those like kind of bugs where NPCs wouldn't talk to me. It was just like sometimes the game would just stop during a cutscene, like a transition in a cutscene. I'm talking, I press a dialogue, and it just stuck there. That happened a lot with me.
That we just try to add more polish.
Speaking of cutscenes, you mentioned something
Yes.
behind the scenes to me.
Are you still
Yeah,
okay?
it's a nice quality of life improvement. So our code team actually did a fix because it actually isn't that easy to pull it off. There's a reason why it was like that in the vanilla.
Are you guys
game.
want to talk about
And
what I
now,
said?
During scenes and cutscenes, you can pause the game.
Some
Some people
oh!
might not even remember that wasn't possible.
Yeah.
I do not.
But that actually is
Sorry about
possible
that.
now. Yeah, so if you have someone at the door or you need to go to the toilet while a scene is playing, you can pause it now. It's nice quality of life improvement.
So we won't have like, Mom, no, I can't pause it.
Well,
Not
if you
anymore.
use it as an excuse, you can still do it.
Okay.
Okay, so Scale Subtitles fixes to like the two most famous or maybe infamous
And more
quests.
also.
But we also adding a new subtitles.
Yes, I mean, it's not only subtitles, it's the entire voiceover for the game, so actual dubbing. We are
Chinese.
adding Chinese simplified.
Okay, I didn't know it
now
did
the
not
game will
exist,
be
but
fully voiced
let's
in
go.
Chinese, and this is a lot of players that can enjoy,
our
enjoy
Chinese
the game
brothers
in
and
their native
sisters can
language.
play it.
So I hope you guys like it. But besides that, there are also some improvements
30
for other
minutes a day.
languages. So hopefully the experience will be better in those as well.
Can it even get any better?
I mean, we
That is a good
more
question.
stuff. I
Oh
think
my God, look at that vegetation. I'm a sucker for, good foliage density. I like it. I like it. And it looks good. Looks great. The trees in the background, they kind of look the same, but more fuller. I'm not sure. Oh, fucking look at Geralt. How nice he looks. Delicious textures.
like some minimap. That's something I heard, that there were some cool feature about minimap.
Yeah, so it's again a smaller feature. So
Hide
I
objective.
don't want to oversell all of these things, but it's nice quality of life stuff. So in the main
I believe this was also a mod, maybe called Immersive HUD mod.
game, you could have your mini map, your quest objectives always showing,
Uh-huh,
or you could
uh-huh,
turn those
uh-huh.
off. But then they were off.
That is awesome.
Exactly. Until you turn them on again in the main menu. But essentially, we try to make a hybrid mode of this. So when you're just exploring, walking around, those things will be invisible. But of course, you can, if you want to check the minimap to know you're going in the right direction, you can just press your focus mode button and then it will show for a long, like 7 seconds or so. So you have time to orient yourself until it nicely disappears again. But if you keep wanting to just have it there for a long time, you can just hold the button.
Okay, again, give people the choice. Very inclusive, very good. I also feel like when I played the game, I was looking at the minimap constantly, and I would, it at one point it just became going from one question mark to another question mark, which ultimately takes away from like the immersion of the game. This is really good.
So also, or if you're in combat, the mini map and your objective they
Comes
do
back.
then also just
Stay.
dynamically show up, so you know.
Yeah,
you have
just
all
like
your
the Souls games.
So we just try to give you more choice with this.
Yeah,
Hopefully, I won't.
I
be
appreciate
lost.
that.
Hopefully.
But you can still
Cannot
keep.
promise.
You still have the choice. You can still keep the minimap. That's all
I
about this
think
update.
I'm gonna try to actually get the full exploration mode, in my next gameplay. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I will get lost.
Yeah, same.
I mean, it's forest, river.
I mean, how would you find out where the main quest is without the minimap? You kind of have to look at the minimap to get the general direction. I would have appreciated if they put like a small marker for the main quest objective where it just like you see the distance and it gets lesser and lesser. But this works too, but this makes sure that you kind of have to always press the button for the minimap to come up to make sure you're going in the right direction. Otherwise, there is no way you can, figure out where the main quest is.
First, it's all beautiful, so I'm not gonna even
I
be
think
mad.
Night City is easier because like the streets, and here I just get lost in the forest.
But it's
Night City
even
is
if you get
easier
lost,
because
right,
all the
you're
buildings are fucking
surrounded by
closed.
all this beauty.
Yeah.
You just look and you can hear the trees, you can hear the wind, you can even hear those small kids singing something in.
Oh, it's raining, it's pouring, and premiere is rolling. I was gonna say the trees they're not moving crazily, which is good.
There.
That is one of the biggest things I noticed with this. It's all calm.
But it just.
I like it.
You're not feeling even mad for being
lost. Let's go combat a little bit.
You're not feeling.
Oh, that is still wonky a little bit. Like the jumping off the garage is still, it's a little
even mad for being lost. So that's
there you
super
go.
really really cool.
The immersive camera.
Okay, so we've been talking for a.
Oh, the AI is still a little bit. I mean, Roach doesn't know what to do.
Now. We mentioned some
that deer doesn't know what to
major
do.
Stuff they're coming to the patch, but we also adding some minor tweaks.
Look at the fucking deer, dude.
Here and there. So it won't be just what we're talking here, right? And as a reminder, update will be free, and it's
Appreciate
also
it.
an upgrade, right? From
Appreciate
PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, from Xbox to Series X and
PC.
right? So, it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna have patch notes.
That would be really appreciated.
Hopefully
Yes.
December 14th, so you can.
Somebody's gonna read all the whole thing and make a video about it. I'm not gonna do it.
Check out all the changes, but I'm pretty sure that we won't be able to fit all of them
There's
into
a lot
that.
of surprise also.
Yeah. I mean, we like surprises. You probably know that. So we keep some stuff
Please,
hidden
fix
you
the
to discover
NPCs. They haven't
while
talked
playing
about
the
it.
game.
Exactly.
I haven't seen anything about it.
Fix.
Maybe just
I think
add
that's
some
the best
variety, please.
I think one surprise that we can just slightly show, maybe, it's the
one that
something
we
that we announced already during the WitcherCon, so the Netflix DLC quest.
Oh. Please don't change the faces. I don't think they're gonna change the faces.
We're showing right now the very, very beginning of the quest, but we're not gonna dive in.
Yes, it's very important. We don't want to
See,
spoil
Geralt looks the same.
anything because the thing.
That dude, I don't think I've seen that model. Maybe I have. I've seen that the haircut, the stupid haircut and the glasses, but I haven't seen. I believe that those are the glasses that usually the quartermasters wear. I think maybe, yeah.
Thing is, I also don't want to over.
He has said, okay, Geralt looks the same. Interesting. I remember having hearing the news that they were gonna swap models to Henry Cavill, but after all the controversy with the Netflix series and Cavill now leaving and Liam Hemsworth coming, I'm curious to see if they still have some agreements to uphold, and they have the option to choose an alternative look for Geralt, but they are not showing it. But it's just in the game. I don't think so. I think it's just gonna be armors.
Sell it. We just thought that if we're offering those new, armors, swords, items, that
yeah.
we just want to make it feel a bit more part of the game.
So
And
you
of
put a
course,
quest
with cool
behind
armor, as with other armors in the game, there should be some quest or content connected to it. So we tried to, make a quest that makes it part of the game, so
And
it
we
feels
chose a very cool
nice.
place for that
Yes.
quest.
Yeah. So if you're a big Witcher fan, that place, it's very famous for people wondering what is going on there. What is so we
Something
actually
should be there.
Exactly, and now something
Now it's
surprise.
is there. Yeah, and again, it was more of an improvised.
I'm not familiar with
thing
that
where
place.
So many Witcher veterans.
Let me know.
Hey, can
Let me
you
know.
help us with this?
I
Can you
kinda
help
wanna know.
us with this, and in the end, it came together really nicely.
yeah, but I think it was not so improvised afterwards, because we even brought our voice actors back to record some lines for the quest, right?
Yeah, so we almost forced the hand of our localization. Right?
So I'm expecting good quests for that.
Lines, or maybe, so it worked out really well. And it was really nice to just hear all the Geralts again, to be honest. As you know, Duck Cockle or, all the other actors.
Duck Cockle.
Cool.
Amazing. Okay, so I finished the quest and I don't get the armor, I get the
schematics.
Yeah, you have to put it somewhere.
Yes.
But I think apart from,
Yes.
Geralt Season 1 and Season 2, armor and swords, we also have 2 extra things from the Netflix.
So we have Jaskier Dandelion, whichever name we are using here.
What is that? What is that? What the fuck is that? What did they do? What? Look how they massacred my boy. What happened? Did they just shave him? The hair looks different. Did they change the color of the hair? It kind of does look like the Netflix series, but it always looks like they just shaved off his face and took away the hat. I do not like that.
Have an alternative outfit for him, and you can actually just switch it on from the get-go in the menu.
No.
And one fun thing that we added.
I would like my Jaskier, my Dandelion back.
Turn it on and go to the Nilfgaard carp. You can see what we actually.
The scrotum armor. They actually put the scrotum armor in. Did they fix the scrotum armor in season 2? I don't remember. Season 2 was so bad. I couldn't. I finished it, but I kind of don't remember anything about it.
Yeah,
what it looks like.
Okay, so I think we covered most of the things that we wanted to talk about.
So no talking about the NPCs? Okay. I guess we'll wait for the patch notes.
That people already know from Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah. This is the feature. If you play Cyberpunk, you know it. The cross saves.
Oh, okay.
Cross progression.
Okay.
So if you log into your GOG account on your PC, PS5, Xbox, etc., you can easily just move your saves from one platform to another. So you started on PC a while back. Now you bought PS5. You want to play the same playthrough. No problem. Your saves will sync, and you can easily start from where you finished last time.
Okay. I think that's it for today.
I mean, that's not it. Obviously, there was going to be much more in the update, in the patch notes. We'll be talking about the update for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is it for today's stream.
Yes.
So, yeah,
It's just like 2 weeks
guys,
left,
the update
right?
is free if you're already on the game.
A little more than 2 weeks.
December 14th.
Coming fast.
Coming fast, exactly. And I think before we leave, we have one tiny, maybe not that tiny, but thing for you to watch after we're off.
What is it?
We all invite you to play The Witcher once again with
Sure.
whatever settings you
I
want.
would love to.
Tell us what you think about this update. We cannot wait to see the screenshots, all the or your feedback. Maybe there will be something that you wanna also have included. Maybe we'll do some extra mod magic again. Who knows?
Hey,
but yeah, guys.
That's great.
See you offline.
You
online.
love to see that being acknowledged.
So we have one very small thing prepared for you closer to the release.
Again, I mean, that does not absolve them of the sins of Cyberpunk, but I really appreciate it.
We're not going to spoil it, but it's going to be super cool. And yeah,
Okay.
see you December 14th.
See you guys.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
What is it? Oh, it's a trailer. Okay. Sure, I'll watch a trailer.
Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Means war's coming.
War changes everything.
By order of the Hierarch, whosoever conceals a mage in their home shall burn alongside him or her.
Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs.
Oh, the water
on a
looks good.
throne.
We are at war, and she's in danger. You will find her and bring her to me.
Yes, sir.
She's a child of the Elder Blood. I've got to find Ciri.
And if you find her, the girl will die.
Oh, these witches. I don't remember anything.
Why are you helping her? Because she's a danger, a mortal one, a power that can destroy
What is?
the world.
I don't remember anything. What the
Find
fuck?
her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
Whoa. This is a great trailer. Whoa.
Or someone who knows what happened to
Was
her.
that in DLC? I don't remember this. I remember that.
You know who I am.
A legend cannot be killed, can it?
Oh, the scrotum armor! I saw it! I saw it!
Cannot be killed.
Yeah, look at that, how ugly that armor is! Bro, what the fuck?
A legend cannot be killed.
Look at that armor! That is so bad! Oh, that is so ugly! Fuck, no!
Can it?
No!
The Wild Hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri.
Hold them back!
I've long awaited this, and
White wolf. Fuck yeah. Oh god. That was great. That was great. That was a really good trailer too. And I'm really happy right now. They have addressed a lot of issues that personally I believe that, you know, were holding the game back. The game obviously is great, but those issues were glaringly making this game, you know, holding them back. But they fixed the walking thing. That armor looked really good. It looked like a samurai, more Eastern armor. I want that armor. They fixed the. I can't believe they really like fixed the combat, the radial wheel action. That came out of nowhere. I talked about it before, and they did it. It's great. It's great. I really appreciate that. I still can't see. They didn't talk about the NPC stuff, and I've been hammering it. But again, I would like to see it. Hopefully, it is there. They just haven't talked about it. They figured that, oh, we'll just swap some models. You know, I don't know. I don't think so. But what else? It looks great. Certainly, I hope it runs better. The thing is, 30 FPS on a PS5 or a Series X for a game from 2016. I mean, this game, it certainly looks great, but I don't know if they could have done 60. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a big 30 FPS fan. I'm not gonna be playing it on a console, but come on, man. I don't know. Tell me, what do you think? If you have a console, tell me how do you feel about a 30 FPS mode in fidelity? Because I don't know. I feel like it should be the cap now should be at 60, not 30. But everybody's doing it, so it's fine. If I remember, I don't know anything about what Ragnarok, but because I don't own a PS5, I kind of want to play it on my PC when it eventually comes out. So I'm stepping away from everything about the game. But I do know that they have a variety of modes, and they do 60 and even 120, I think. So they could have done that, but okay, fine. Doesn't bother me, doesn't affect me, but you know, everybody deserves 60 FPS, at least. But yeah, this was a stellar presentation. The game is already good. You just have to make some tweaks and make it better. They didn't change the original vision. I mean, I wouldn't have mind if the game looked remarkably different, but they kept the original vision, which is very appreciated. People will love it. To be honest, the lighting didn't look that different because of all the colors, but we'll know from the shadows and how things interact. But I never saw the occlusion on those stones, which I don't know, we'll see. But it certainly looks great. They have fixed a lot of issues, and I am definitely gonna be playing it. Hopefully, I'll probably even stream it on YouTube, and if you want to see that, like and hit that subscribe. I would really appreciate that you do, and if you enjoyed it, hey, toss a like to your bitcher, I guess. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.